Welcome to the home of the Clemson Tigers, Death Valley in Clemson, South Carolina. As we'll see a squad from the Big 12, the Baylor Bears, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Clemson Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. And the Bears will put total leather and will get started. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. So the Clemson Tigers offense will come out first. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Still on his feet at the 35. There he goes to the right. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Tigers! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And these offensive coordinators tell you they want to start fast and they want to establish the run game. That is exactly what you did. First drive, you hand the football off, making the big explosive run, setting the tone for this football game.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the Baylor Bears offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Second down, they'll go to the air. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the second down misfire. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. The Bears will send out the punt unit. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. It can get pretty wild in the Big 12. Some of these outposts are like snake pits when you have to go on the road. Got to get off to a quick start in conference play.
It is always wacky, Reese. Like, there's always something that happens in the Big 12, and somebody comes out of nowhere in the Big 12 every single year. So, starting in conference play, Palmer, these games start to really matter, really add up, and the pressure amplifies.
It's so true, too. When you think about the Big 12 conference, it just seems like teams get caught sleepwalking. So, you've got to start fast. And the challenge, I think, for these coaching staffs, these two teams, every week they've got to have their team ready to go, and it starts today.
Buys a little time with his feet. Quarterback gets past the marker. Goes out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the edge of the red zone right at the 20. Clemson ready to go back to work with another first down. It's complete to the left.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. The Tigers come to the line on third and short, trying to convert here. Wants to throw on third. Hauls it in. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. He wants to change this route. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. No movement from the field goal unit. The offense is out there to try to keep this drive alive on fourth down. And it's swatted away. It's a turnover on downs.
I love when defenses are smart enough to swat the ball down. Don't go for the pick, especially on fourth down. They knock it down. You get the ball anyways. Nice job by the defender.
Determined run, but he stopped after 2 yards down at the 13. And the Bears will hustle to the line.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go.
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. He's going to throw deep right side. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive. Got some room to run. At the 20.
I tell you what, it puts you in a tough position when you're backed up inside your own 20 trying to come out. But when you're a defense and you can force a turnover and you already set your offense up in scoring position, they are going to be extremely happy, and that offensive coordinator is going to look extremely smart.
They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Tight end now in motion. The give to the tailback. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Let's see what Clemson comes up with on first and goal. Out of the gun, looking to throw. Looking to get it in. Touchdown, Tigers. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively for this year.
It's a fumble. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover. Great place to start for this offense. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. They'll run the toss. He has the first and still on his feet. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers! These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead.
This offense is looking ridiculous. 3 touchdowns now in the first quarter, doing whatever they want at will. I don't know if you're panicking, Palmer, but I mean, they got to put something together on the other side of the field or else this one's going to get ugly fast.
One thing I know, David, is the defensive staff, after having the ball just run down their throat and thrown over their heads, they need to make some adjustments earlier than they probably anticipated because right now they have no answers for this offense.
Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Didn't have much of a choice there but to get rid of it. Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Going to take a shot at this DB. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Going the other way, and he's got room.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Wants to throw on first down. They could not have drawn up a better start than this, already up 21-0.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Motion from the wideout. Wants to fire on second down. Throws to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Touchdown, Clemson. A great catch and run for 6.
Man, what a picture-perfect start to this football game. Like, offense doing their job, defense getting the ball back, and this offense, I'll tell you what, it is an impressive unit to watch. They were good on tape all week studying them. They're better in person, and they are out the gate strong in this first quarter.
He'll bring it out. It's Owen. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. This drive will open from the 15. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. He'll start this drive firing. Unloads to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. How about this senior picking up some yardage and making a nice play on that one?
That is an excellent throw by the quarterback, finding the window between the zones and delivering that ball on time.
They'll move the wide receiver. Looking downfield on first down. Firing to the right, complete. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best play.
There he goes! And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
The Bears with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Back to pass. Grabbed in the middle. It's Ash. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. Secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. The option look. He'll pitch it. And the fourth option there is to throw it in reverse, and that's what happened on that one. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Clemson has the lead. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. And the Bears send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Making sure there's no return on that one as the punt sails out of bounds. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. Rolling, throwing, looking right. Picked off to stop the threat. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Here's the handoff. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs later in football.
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
And it's amazing that they're only trailing by a couple of points in this game because they've turned it over a couple times and they've been sacked a couple times right now. They have no rhythm on offense right now. You have got to give the defense tons of credit. They are dominating in the trenches. That's the big story so far.
Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. He'll field the punt. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. He might want another play. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Using his feet to buy time. On the move to the right and looking for a big one. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the number one job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent, but he's making bad decisions.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Got his man downfield. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful complete...
And the quarterback is toast back at the 35.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. 3rd and long coming from the 27-yard line. You can make a field goal from here, just don't take a negative play. Hard running there. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. And he'll need to curl this one in from 44 yards out on the right hash. And he missed it. No good. The idea was to draw just a tad closer. Instead, the mountain is still enormous. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. They get him stopped at the 32. That's a gain of 4.
Really nice play call by the offense, too. Obviously, your quarterback's thrown picks on his last 2 drives, so you have to settle him down. And the best way to settle down a quarterback is to get the running game going. Put it on the big fellas up front. Put it on your backs. That's a really nice run, and that should help settle the QB down a bit.
Trying to pick up a 1st down. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Looking for a huge play. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum.
And if you're the quarterback, you might want to stop throwing that guy's way. I mean, you knew coming into this game, David, he's one of the best corners in the entire country. He's already been picked off twice now. He is literally living in this quarterback's head rent-free.
And so nice to have a guy like this that can cut off half the field. Because now you can put resources elsewhere. He's proven, if you try me, bad things are going to happen.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Makes the grab on the left. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that one.
Finds his big tight end. Good pick up, a little bit short of the sticks. The Bears can really attack on this 2nd and short.
Here we go.
Looking to fire. Using the quick game. He goes out of bounds right at the 30. Good pickup on that one.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Wants to throw again. Working that left side now. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Bears!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. They're going to open this drive with a pass. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. The give to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
I'm not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block better. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. He's got it inside the 30. Flips the field in an instant, and he has it down to the 25-yard line. Here comes Clemson with another 1st down. To the air on 1st down. Quarterback on the move, still looking. He turning it on. He gets it inside the 20 and out of bounds at the 17. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Tigers can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to pass. Fires to the wideout. Got his man to the left. And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Clemson.
And this is blowout city. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen explosive plays. They score again here right before halftime. I don't know, guys. I mean, can we do running clock in the 2nd half?
Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. The last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go.
And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. And they make the play and make sure there's not any scoring opportunity right here before the end of the half. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. A strike downfield. Looking for more room. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Tigers.
Man, what great offensive execution. You talk about addressing a 2-minute situation and using almost all of the clock, adding to your lead and creating more momentum going into the half. Great execution by this offense.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Final seconds of the 1st half. Let's see if they can pull off a little magic. He leaves it with his back. And he was able to run through 1 tackle, but still only a modest gain. That's going to wrap up the 1st half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Thanks, guys. A 1st half that saw a little bit of everything there in Death Valley.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. Nothing went right in that 1st half, and the first order of business here. Try not to be embarrassed any further.
But the comeback is possible. Remember 2006, Michigan State down 35 to Northwestern at halftime? They somehow came back and won the game. But it all starts on one play. and that has to happen here on this first drive for the offense.
Yeah, the first possession, because your possessions, you're only going to get so many possessions, and you got to score on every single one of them. Offense, defense, special teams have to play out of their mind, but they have to believe.
Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. Got his man on the outside. And he's tackled, but there's also a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. And the Bears will line up to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Wants to bring it back. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Quarterback making adjustments. Looking to throw on 1st down. The quick out. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. Clemson is quick to the line.
Well, there are a lot of offenses out there that would probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the 3rd quarter. But when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing it out. And that's exactly what they're doing now.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the 1st down, and they like to do this. When they make a...
And that is interception number 3 on the day. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. From the gun, the give, looking for room. They keep feeding him in this running game, and the defense is having none of it, and it's been that way all day. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Wants to go up top, setting up the screen. On the move at the 30. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a 1st down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. It continues to be a long day as they are just swarming every time he gets the ball. To the air on 2nd down. Throws to the wideout. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete. They're about to wear this punter out. He's already been out 4 times, staring at a 5th if they can't move the chains. Here's a hit. Takes a hit as he fires.
Well, after struggling so much in the first half, you thought they would have made some adjustments here at halftime to see if they can open up this passing game. But early on in the second half, they're just not really able to get that done. Incompletion on 3rd down in your own end, you're expecting them to punt.
Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Handoff from the gun. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Looking left. Makes a connection. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 at the 38, and these guys are on the move. Now, we'll hang on here. The coach has called a timeout. He wants the officials to take another look. Thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned. So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. Looking to throw on 1st down. Keeps looking downfield. He'll pull it down. He'll be forced out of bounds at the 28.
Well, I think you're starting to see some examples of why this guy is inexperienced in a freshman quarterback, right? Obviously, he's thrown a couple picks earlier in the game. That scramble right there, he's got to get down. He's got to take care of himself and slide. Great job, nice athleticism, good decision to take off scrambling and help his offense, but you really are seeing his inexperience shine through here in this game.
And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Might be calling a hot route. Going to swing it on second down. Unloads to the right. Touchdown, Tigers. And they take it in for 6 more points. Man, he didn't just put it on his numbers. If he were throwing it at a front porch, he would have put that right in the keyhole. What a precise pass.
Right in the keyhole, right on the button, right on the face mask, whatever it was. Great throw, great timing. Nice job by the quarterback.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, back up inside their 20.
And you thought maybe in this second half this offense could just find a rhythm, find something to take advantage of this defense, but the defense has really had their number, not putting up a lot of points, and again, an empty possession right there.
Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown. Everybody on the same page. These guys have repped these plays over and over in practice and in games, and it's working, Dave.
Yeah, so I got to find a way to disrupt it. I got to find a way to maybe be more aggressive, maybe blitz, mess up this rhythm they got going.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now has taken out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place, and that time they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. The Bears have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Back to pass. Quickly complete. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a bigger gain. Now facing a 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. Catch in the middle. It's Ash. Finds a crease at the 20. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on 3rd down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the...
Touchdown, Baylor! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And I like this offense. I like watching it, man. They find a way to make plays and spread the football around. But I'll tell you what, I think this QB has an eye for this guy because that's 3 TDs now in 4 games. He wants to find him to make plays, really starting to trust that receiver out wide.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. A little screen to the running back. Breaks into the open. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback sees the one-on-one matchup he wants, he is not afraid to pull the trigger, and he hits a big throw there.
Gets it out fast. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. The pitch to the left. Got enough for the first down and wants more. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Tiger! An impressive run from the back. Gets him 6 points, good drink of water, and maybe a little oxygen.
He definitely needs some oxygen after that long run, but it looks simple, right? Just handing the ball off, but when you can make big plays like this in the run game, man, does it make offense fun.
The kickoff team is on the field, and we're ready to get this one underway. He'll bring it out. It's Waters. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. They'll start this drive going to the air. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
And it's simply been that kind of day for this offense. They've had so many struggles, and at this point in the fourth quarter, you're trailing by a ton of points. The defense knows you're throwing it, and they're pinning their ears back, and they're getting after you, as you saw it on that sack there.
Pressure coming. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
Man, I've been there before as a quarterback. Sometimes you just wish the game would already be over, right? You've had nothing go your way all game long. You're trailing late. They're still getting sacks. And you just want to go back to the locker room. You want to get in the ice tub and start healing for next week.
He'll be brought down at about the 18-yard line. Not enough to move the sticks. And the Bears decide to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Wants to go up top on first down. He unleashes a long one. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Quarterback may change this route. Back to pass on second down. Here comes the heat. Blasted as he lets it go. Oh, it's picked off. They make the tackle after the turnover, but hang on just a second. There's a flag on the field. Let's see if it stands. This offense needs all the help they can get today, and that pass interference penalty is a much-appreciated lifeline. Wants to throw on first down. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. They're dealing with a second and long. Wants to go up top. Flushed out of the pocket. He's going to run it. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't, and he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
And the Tigers have it with a 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Rushes on him. Slithers into space. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Clemson. They tack a little more onto this lead
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the fourth quarter.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Complete in the middle. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. Now the play fake. Bringing the heat. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Gets open down the middle. They could have used a little bit more there. Pick up a 3. It's 3rd and 7. Trying to pick up a first down. He wants to throw it again. Pocket breaking down. Got his man on the right. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. The Bears will try to pin them back with the punt. He'll try to really get into this one. Fair catch is made. They'll spot it at the 7, and a long way to go for this offense. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Wants to adjust the pattern. Pulls and fires complete. Oh, he's got some space. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down. The Tigers just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Quarterback will keep it. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And you could tell the QB wants to run. He's going to be a big part of the game plan, and the defense really, really understands that. I got to understand. And more importantly, when I get a lick on this cat, I got to take it. Like, not dirty, not cheap shots, but end of the plays, when I can be physical and really make him feel me, I think that'll always bode well in a fourth quarter game.
Steps away to find some room. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
Well, there was just nowhere to go for the runner on that last play. Just way too much penetration up front, and as a result, they lose yardage.
It's good. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. James Madison went scorched earth in a double-digit win that might have been worse had they not sat the starters there in that fourth quarter. Total destruction by the Dukes. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. And the Bears in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Shoots it to the left. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Takes it the other way. Touchdown, Clemson! How about this defense taking one back to the house? They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
And this has been the story of the game. Everything going their way. Offensively, special teams, and now on defense. Here in the fourth quarter, they're still being aggressive. They're still jumping these throws. And he picked that thing off and took it all the way to the house.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To the air on first down. Trying to set up the screen. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Unloads it left. It's complete. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a first down at the 38. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Here we go. Off play action on first down. Under fire. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man, doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on, and now just throw another sack in the equation, hitting the quarterback, being disruptive. They've been all over the field.
The Bears now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Second down, he'll throw it. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time. And listen, the defense playing really conservative, right? You got the lead, but here's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get sacks. I got to get to the quarterback. Like, I got to make sure I'm getting him, knocking him off his spot. Padding my stats, by the way. Got a lot of sacks late in games when we had a big lead, but that's okay. That's what you're supposed to do. Keep competing, defense.
They'll crank up this drive from the 30-yard line. They'll go to the ground. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. The give to the back. There he goes. And after they get him on the ground, that's going to do it. This is what you're looking for when you have the better team. Go out and show it. Don't fool around with them. Go out and play to a standard of excellence.
Just dominate. You know you're going to take care of business. You know you're going to win. It's like how many? How many can I win by? And I like that you keep your foot on the gas and just continue to pile it on.